Hello there. So I'm back, and indeed, I started to take, and then Luca jumped up on my lap, and then I forgot something. Then I remembered, and Luca's still here, so we're just going to start it like this. We are back with the Bee Gees deep dive, and shout out to the patience from all of you. I really do appreciate it. And ultimately, we're returning to Horizontal 1968. Shout out to Lisa, as well as to Amy, and to Kim, and to Adam, and all the folks following this deep dive in general. And the next tune is Harry Braff. It's not a name I know. If it's a real person, I am unfamiliar with them, so I have no insight as to what it might be about. It sounds like a name you would see in a novel. It has sort of this literary quality to it. I don't know if they're going to say it with the dropped H. I imagine not. I imagine it'll be properly Harry Braff, but either way, yeah, I wonder what he will be up to. I wonder who will be talking about him, and what the essence of this named song is. So let's find out. This is Harry Braff by the Bee Gees from the 1968 album Horizontal.
Checkered flag, checkered flag, checkered flag for Harry Braff.
So we want to race.
Checkered flag, checkered flag, checkered flag for Harry Braff. To see him in the race, and the crowd feeling proud just to know they are there, and getting a good view of Harry Braff. Harry Braff. 3 lines, Harry Braff, and the lyric prodigies him on. Every mile see him smile.
That rolls
around. Checkered flag, checkered flag, checkered flag for Harry Braff. Checkered flag, checkered flag, checkered flag for Harry Braff. Goodbye, Harry Braff. It's so good to see him win the race, and the crowd feeling proud just to know they are there, and getting a good view of Harry Braff.
Who apparently has green eyes. Let me say that.
Goodbye, Harry Braff. Goodbye, Harry Braff. Goodbye, Harry Braff.
And it's changing tempo too. Like, it's crazy.
Harry Braff, Harry Braff, Harry Braff, Harry Braff.
I like the little brass touches.
We're coming, Harry Braff, Harry Braff, Harry Braff, Harry Braff.
Feels like they're having fun at this one. Like the little trumpet trill. It's like a demented march. And those vocal extensions, and then what? Oh, that's crazy. It feels like, it could be part of a larger medley. And maybe that rolls right into the next tune. Either way, a cool tune, and one that is a bit of fun. Yeah, it sounds like they're talking about a racer, and the narrator is glad that they're in the race. If they got the checkered flag, it sounds like they won it. So yeah, I don't know if that's a real racer. It's funny, there's a number of people who follow the channel now, and originally I was just reacting to techno, and there's an acid techno producer of some note whose name is Sterling Moss. That's his producer name. Now his real name is James Moss, Now, I don't follow racing, and I wasn't around in the mid 20th century and so on. So yeah, I didn't know until I started hearing from other people that, like, wait, Sterling Moss, it's like the racer. I was like, oh, I see now where Sterling, aka James, got this, like, producer name. But yeah, ultimately, if it's someone like that, like in real life, then I just, I didn't know who they were because I don't know much about racing. But if it's a character, I wonder, the essence of the song beyond the little bits I heard, which is, again, basically like it's a good thing that they're in the race. They won. People are watching him. They have a good view of him as he's coming around. I think there was a line about green eyes, maybe. But it didn't seem to be so much about the race or even necessarily like the way he won it. Just that, like, he's the attraction. He's the star man who apparently won the checkered flag and presumably a cup of some kind. So, regardless, a cool, fun little tune. I feel bad even saying it because it's like I knew a bit of Bee Gees, but it was mainly, again, their sort of disco dance floor kind of tunes, and with a couple exceptions. The Too Much Heaven perhaps being the best, but best example. But the point is, like, I didn't think of them making that late 60s Beatles style music, which, again, I know the Beatles have a lot of diversity in their sound, and ultimately it's the point I'm making is that it's weird for me to say, oh, they sound like the Beatles, because they were making the same kind of music at the same time. So it's not like, they were following what the Beatles were doing, but they just, they were interested in similar sonic atmospheres. So it's like, when I hear this, it makes me think of, that's kind of like, maybe like second phase Beatles, like before they go truly like experimental, but while they're beyond the, like, Love Me Do, like that early period, it's that sort of, they're beginning to sort of creatively proliferate. And a song like this, it feels like that. But I feel bad saying it because, again, they were doing it at the same time. So it sounds like Bee Gees. But my brain, when I hear that, it's like, oh, like, it sounds like that, early but not like initial, sort of like secondary, like Beatles period. So in any case, another cool tune. I did skip over Massachusetts, of course, because I already reacted to that. And I will keep an eye out for any remaining repeats.